Hi, today I want to talk to you about a new foliar leaf disease that's impacting the corn crop in southwestern Ontario. It's called grey leaf spot. This leaf here shows exactly what it looks like when it infects the corn leaf. It develops these necrotic lesions that are rectangular in their physical shape, and you can see the veins to the corn leaf. This is called the midvein right in here of the corn leaf, and these veins over here, where it rots out or decays the leaf tissue, is in a rectangle between the veins. It does not cross over the veins. So you can see this checkeredness of these rectangles. That is distinctly grey leaf spot. Now, that differs from northern corn leaf blight in that northern corn leaf blight is more of an elliptical nature. And you can see here it has more of an elliptical nature to it. It looks a little bit more like a canoe or like a stogie cigar, and that there, right there, is definitely northern leaf blight. Now, when you take a look at the two of them, you can really see there's quite a difference in the appearance of grey leaf spot to northern leaf blight, okay? When you look at that, you can see the rectangles versus the elliptical nature. Now, both diseases impact the crop in destroying the photosynthetic factory of the crop that's producing the grain yield. They can also have an impact with regards to stock qualities. So you have to be very careful if you don't really curb or you have too much of this foliar disease. It can lead to the plant cannibalizing the sugars and leading them to poor stock qualities in the fall. Now, there's about 3 things that we think you can do to help manage both northern and this grey leaf spot, okay? One is to make sure that you don't leave much more than 30% residue on the soil surface. The residue acts as a sporulation component to allowing further induction of the disease the following year if you grow corn on corn, all right? The other thing is that you really don't want to grow too many years of corn on corn, or you can build up the amount of northern corn leaf blight, or you can build up the grey leaf spot in particularly, that can become more of a problem on your farm. The other thing that can be done today is a lot of farmers are using foliar fungicides. They're using either strobilone, such as Acapella, or something like Headline, or they're using a triazole fungicide, which is in the marketplace now, called Proline. So eventually I expect there will be co-packs of both a strobi and a triazole. That would probably be the best, because then it would reduce the potential for foliar fungicide resistance developing. But in the meantime, just be aware that grey leaf spot is here. It probably came here this year more because of the heavy June rains we had. They were very vicious, very fierceful. The winds that came in likely brought the spores from further west and south, from Indiana and Ohio and that. So we just have to realize that grey leaf spot is here. It can impact the quality of the crop, and we just need to be able to manage it, okay? So I guess and before I do leave you, the other thing I will show you is with all these different leaf diseases, you need to be recognizing that they can impact the actual stock quality. If a plant dies prematurely because it has so much foliar leaf disease, grey leaf spot in particular we're talking about here, it can cause the plant to cannibalize all the sugars and carbohydrate that's in the stalk to try to fill out the ear. When it does that, it weakens the stalk and basically can let stalk rot organisms, Pythium, Gibberella, Anthracnose, all these various stalk rot organisms can come in and basically rot out the internal pith, and then basically you have nothing left to hold the plant. So I recommend in October for farmers to basically go in their fields, make sure you go to about 5 different areas of a field and do the push test. You just basically push the plant over to see how much of a buckle that you can create in the bottom here. And when you create that buckle, it puts a force on the plant, and that basically we'll see, and if it goes and it snaps like this here, okay, down the bottom, then you know that that's weakened. You should prioritize fields that have 20% of that breakage for early harvest. It's better to take and pay a little more moisture for drying than it is to have a field going totally flat on the ground from basically buckled from stalk rot, which could have been predisposed by foliar leaf diseases. Okay, so be aware of that, do that, and it'll be the best thing you can do to manage for your fall harvest. And with all you do, be safe when you're harvesting. Thank you.